Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about some Super Smash Bros. Stuff. Now, today we're going to be seeing what would happen if Galeem actually did everything that he wanted to do in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's World of Light. Now, first of all, if you don't know what World of Light is, it is just sort of the story mode for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, first of all, what you really want to get into is if everything went according to plan when Galeem did his little takeover. So we're going to see what happened if he actually won like what he originally intended to do in World of Light. Now, first of all, we're going to have to see some necessary factors that would lead to this sort of thing. Now, there's a few things that you would have to remove in order to actually get this sort of result. Now, for a little while, everything would be going normal. We would have Darkon would still be there, Galeem still gets beat by Kirby the first time, and there's still the final battle. But most of the fighters are still freed, but the majority of them still remain under Galeem's hands, so he's able to fuel his little puppet army. And at the same time, most of the fighters in the Dark Realm are also defeated and freed, so Darkon's army is considerably smaller than Galeem's. Now, this is actually one of the main factors that would result in a Galeem victory. There also needs to be a very big tide turned where basically all of the spirit fighters in the final battle on the dark side are completely defeated and Darkon's forces are basically mopped up and he is exposed to the final battle. Now, we also need Master Hand, which after you beat all the other Master Hand puppets and then the actual Master Hand, he's freed and Galeem can't fuel his puppet fighter Master Hands, so he basically just runs out of manpower. The more Darkon kills the Master Hands, the less there are going to be. He can't just make multiple at a time. There are no more that he can make. However, we would need to take out that factor. Let's just say the real Master Hand isn't in the final battle. He's just not there. He's somewhere else. He's not present. Galeem doesn't send him out to fight. This way, the final battle won't transform. And at the same time, we're going to have the Crazy Hand, the actual one that gets defeated in the normal World of Light. He is still freed, so Darkon cannot fuel his army. The more Crazy Hands that die, the less of an army he's going to have, and he can't refuel it. Now, Darkon's army is completely pushed back, and he can't really do anything. So the fighters only have the option to fight Darkon because Galeem's army is, at this point, the most powerful force in the entire universe. He cannot be defeated. He's basically God at this point. Even if they were able to confront him, it's very likely that he would just do the whole switcheroo that he did in the beginning of it and destroy them all. Now, they fight Darkon and they kill him. Now, we all know what happened. Galeem sends out all these little laser beams, destroys his body, and then turns him into dust. Galeem blows up everything, turns everything into light, destroys literally everything. Now, what happens next? Well, it would probably be a repeat of the first part of World of Light, but this time there is a complete absence of darkness itself. Darkon and the Crazy Hands and the fighters themselves likely aren't destroyed, but are sort of encased into puppet fighters like they originally were. But at the same time, Galeem took over everything. There's nothing left. So he probably wouldn't really need an army of puppet fighters. So it's likely that all he would have had at that point was the Master Hands, and all the others would probably just be completely destroyed. As we could see, Darkon was completely obliterated. his forces were completely annihilated and just erased from existence itself. So, the actual Crazy Hand, he's also wiped out because of this. And it's also likely that, well, we already went over that, it's likely that none of the original Super Smash Bros. Fighters would still exist. They would also be wiped out by the light, and the very fact that Galeem would control everything, and he's likely very, very angry at the Super Smash Bros. Fighters for sort of prolonging his little victory. So he would likely go ahead and wipe them out of pure rage and not really needing them at this point. So everything is wiped out. Everything is turned into light. Basically, every single form of matter is wiped out. There is nothing left. It's just sort of Galeem's own perfect world. It's likely that Galeem himself didn't die, but is incorporated into some sort of larger, more massive being. It's basically a complete takeover. There's nothing left. Now, that's basically all I can really say. I mean, he wipes out everything. There's literally nothing else that really exists. It's probably like the area where Kirby runs around and frees all the spirit fighters, but there's no spirits or fighters. It's just that world. And it just goes on forever and ever, and I'm dragged back here. I'm gonna pause this because this keeps happening. Oh my god! Don't worry, I'm back. I don't know why that keeps happening, but doesn't matter. Okay, so, yeah. Where'd we go up? Darkon dies, Galeem takes over everything, the end. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's basically the better ending to the game. So yeah, bye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'd appreciate that.